Hi there, this is Alison Mackenzie from Give to Profit, and I thought I would just give you an update on some of the things that has been happening over the last week since launching my new Give to Profit book. So obviously the first part of getting that out there was having a launch, and we had a wonderful launch party with some of my family, friends and colleagues, and it was held in Virgin Lounge because Virgin as a company, and certainly the Virgin Lounges, just are one of a brilliant example of one of the companies that are doing a lot of good in the community. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about the type of things that they do, because actually I think they can inspire many of us to look at what we do differently in our businesses to turn them more into a force for good, which is in essence what Give to Profit is about. So it was a great launch party. At the party, we had a raffle and we did some fundraising, and actually, the launch party itself was a fundraiser. And so, together with that and more of an impromptu selling of my miracle bead bracelets at a conference in Brussels at the weekend, we've managed to raise over £400, which is over $500, just in the last week to go to good causes. So thank you to everybody who has supported me. But I think one of the things that is interesting for me, as I just trust that, I've written a book now and Give to Profit, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I have my own ideas for what I would like to happen for Give to Profit. But part of it for me is going out now and speaking to different people to hear what they say, to see how they respond to the messages and my teachings that I share in that book. And so I was delighted, therefore, to be asked to go and speak at a conference on Thursday last week. And it was brilliant because that was the first time I was going out and really talking about the subject in the way that I'm now speaking about it, which is that it is a new business model for commercial businesses who want to do good in the world, because consumers are really looking for us business owners to really be contributing more. They're wanting to do business with people who care. They're wanting to do business and buy from and work for businesses who can demonstrate that they are having a positive impact in the world. And so, of course, supporting charities and social causes is a great way that we can do that. So it was really encouraging last week to speak at this conference. And in the audience, there were some people that knew of my work and were really keen to hear what I had to say. There were also others that just didn't really think it was for them because they weren't sure how they could apply it in their business. And so I was so overwhelmed by the response I got, because every single person in that room just received the messages so positively, said they really enjoyed what I shared and the type of things that people were talking about. Immediately I was hearing people say that they want to start building entrepreneurial schools in Africa, helping women suffering from domestic abuse through their businesses, looking at how they can do something similar to me in terms of make bracelets and sell those through their businesses so that they raise more funds and again can support social causes. I had quite a few people say that they just didn't realise how easy it is to support social causes through their business and how many ways there are to actually do that. So these are many of the things which I also share in my book. And one of the things that was just so lovely was that, I have ideas for where I would like to take this. I have I'm going to start blogging more on the topic. I want to get out and about speaking to more businesses that are doing good in the world so I can share these ideas with you and other people who are interested in this. I'm going to be launching a podcast in the summer this year. Again, showcasing business owners that are doing great things in the world through their business. And I also want to set up some kind of community, and it'll be a paid community as well as the free community that I have for anybody who buys the book and other Give to Profit products that I've got. But I'd like to have a really good membership club and community for people who really want to connect and go deep on this, who really want to put social impact at the core of their business, where I can bring together some brilliant resources where we can have live Q&A calls and really support each other in doing this and making it easier for us all to do it in a way that feels good and adds meaning to our businesses. So that was amazing, because to hear people say that they were really wanting that community was really good. So that's something I'm going to be thinking about over the next few weeks, as well as how I can come up with what I'm calling a Give to Profit pledge, which is some kind of pledge or charter that all of us who want to really embrace this approach to business can actually sign up to, just in a way that's very simple, but have some way that people who are doing certain things can have some kind of logo and graphic which you can put on your website. And ultimately, I'd love this to be some kind of trademark that represents quality and the right intentions in terms of the impact that we want to have through business. So that's all been very exciting. The other thing I just want to share with you, which was just amazing at the weekend, was we did a wonderful visualization. And what came up for me was that in the future, at some point, I will be traveling around the world, visiting all the different social impact projects, and that just thrills me to pieces to be able to think that the work that I am doing is inspiring and influencing others. And I just would love to hear about your projects, and you never know, one day I could be showcasing what you're doing and we could be connecting together. The other thing that started to happen is I'm working with a couple of people who are organising large conferences and events where the audience has a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs in it. And that I just, I'm so excited about, because we're discussing how we add a charitable component to those conferences. And part of that will be me standing up and explaining how and teaching people how they can grow their business by supporting charities and social causes. And then we will be adding this charitable component to the conferences in different ways for each of them, in a way that will hopefully add more fun and enjoyment and meaning and a sense of community and connection and closer bonds within the people who are actually at the event. So that's an exciting development, and especially because I do want to go out and start speaking on a lot more larger stages around the world, so we can really just spread the word and have a lot more people doing good through their business. So that in essence is just that's week one's update. I have no idea what's going to happen over the next week, but if you have any stories, or for any of you who were at the event in Brussels at the weekend, if you want to share what you got in the chat thread below this, I'd be delighted if you would do that. So until the next time, I am actually also going to start sharing regular tips, so just short video tips, which will be based upon things that are in my book. I'll also be, whenever I see something happening, or I'm speaking to somebody who has something really of value and interest that I think would be good for you to, good for you to hear, then I will be coming on through this Facebook fan page and sharing that, as well, of course, as my Give to Profit blog, which I am getting going with. So if these are things that you want, then please do just comment in the chat thread below this. Make sure that you like the page and set it up so that you get notifications, so you actually see what I'm posting if you're interested in this. And I look forward to connecting with you soon and get to hear everything that you're doing. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.